Have you ever gotten paid on a Thursday or Friday and then 48 hours later, you are asking yourself, where the hell did my money go? Girl, get into this video because we are about to learn how to track some expenses. Welcome to and back to my channel. My name is Lyntrina, your budget better sister, and I show you how to gain control over your finances so that you can be able to pay your bills on time, save more money, and overall budget better. But here's the trick. I show you my actual real numbers along my budgeting journey, the strategies that I use on a weekly basis, because we are all learning how to just budget better. So let's go ahead and get into this video today. So what I'm going to do is take out my budget better planner. All I did was download my digital worksheets and I put them in a binder dedicated to my budgeting journey because I wanted to have a place to track my information, make adjustments where as needed, and most importantly, just using this as a resource to see how far I have come along. And it keeps me in check with my finances as well when you actually use them. So let's go ahead and see how much money I spent this weekend. I did do a little bit of shopping, but nothing major. I just made sure that the bills were taken care of first, my savings was funded, my investments was funded, and I am using my leftover money for spending and to do any small savings challenge. Now, the income that I use this for is my 9 to 5 income. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? This is the paycheck budget worksheet. I just completed this current week because of course I was paid. So if you're looking for that video, I will tag you right here for you to go back and watch it so that you can have a budget for your paycheck as well or see how I do it. But today we are going to be focused on our spending. Now, I already kind of completed this, so I'm going to just walk you through it. My spending tracker is if I do any shopping, miscellaneous things, and stuff like that, I still want to know exactly where the money is going, okay? So I've already completed it, but let me go ahead and walk you through it. So I started at October 11th. On the 1st of October, I did do some Amazon, and I did purchase me some shoes. So that was that in the beginning of the month. And now I am on October 11th. So October 11th, I went to Walmart. My bill was like $96.53. So I just put a flat out 100, rounded it off, and I used my spending debit card to make that purchase. Just remember, I have a bill account, a spending account, and a savings account. So I don't intertwine my money. I separate my funds, and that's just how I am able to keep up with my budget and my spending, because if I have everything on one debit card, I'm just going to swipe and then something's going to get missed. So I decided to separate the funds to help me along my budgeting journey. Okay, I did have to pay for parking this weekend because I went downtown, so that was $7. I did do an ATM withdrawal. I took out about $200 for that. $100 is getting cash stuff today. And then me and the family, we went out for lunch after our little shopping festivities yesterday. So I spent about $60, and I took it out of the $200 to pay for that meal. And then I also did some parking early in the morning because I did a lakeside walk, well, a walk by the lakeside, I would say. I had to pay $2.50 a park, and I used my card as well. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get my calculator and I'm going to tally up everything that I have spent so far in the month of October. Okay, so we have $26.21. We have $110 plus 25 cents. We have $100, and then we have $7. We have $203. We have $60, and then we have $2.50. So my total right now is $509.46 for my spending. So I am under budget. I have a budget to spend under $1,000 for the month of October. So let's see how that goes because my birthday is in a few weeks. So I'm still going to try to hit that goal. I don't want to go too crazy for my birthday because I really have some big goals that I'm working on in the next few months. So I just don't want to, overspend money on things that are really not a benefit. Like, I'm all for celebrating holidays and birthdays, but I'm just so honed in on my focus right now that I just cannot waste time just wasting my money right now. So that is my spending tracker, what I spent over the weekend. This is how I keep up with where my money is going, and it tells me whether I'm on track or not. Okay, so I'm going to put this back into its place. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the weekly cash because I give myself some weekly cash. Move on to the weekly budget worksheet. So what this worksheet is that I put down the category that I want to have money set aside for the week. And I'm going to put a start amount and I'm going to put an end amount at the end of the week. So here is my cash wallet where I put my weekly cash, and we're going to allocate some money. As you can see, it's kind of empty. Me and the fam have been, living a little bit of life, I guess. So let's go ahead and start over. And you get to see this from the beginning. So this is great as well. So first thing I'm going to do is take a look into my binder. And we have miscellaneous, we have groceries, which I did just purchase groceries for about $127. So that is that. I allocated about $75, and then I had a gift card for the rest of it. So really only $75 came from my cash. So this is empty. My kids have a binder for when they want ice cream or snacks or something after school. So they don't have any money left in here. As you can see, they love to spend their money on ice cream and snacks. But hey, that's what it's there for. Bentley is my pet. Bentley also just needed food, and I bought him some few more toys and stuff. So he's out too. So everybody has to just get refunded. This is my eating out food category, which I do not plan on eating out this week. I'm really trying to cut back on that. Not even just for spending wise, but for health wise as well. Like, I just have to be mindful of what I'm putting into my body. And then we have personal. Those are things like, if I have a nail appointment or hair appointment or need some hygiene products. This is my personal. Then I have transportation, which I don't drive on an everyday basis. So this envelope, I only put about $20 to $30 in here, and that's sufficient enough because I don't drive on the regular basis. Okay, I work from home, so my spending on gas is very, very low. And then we have household essentials. If I need to run and get tissue or paper towels or paper plates, anything for the household, it comes out of here. And as you can see, that's empty as well. We did just do a Walmart run. So yeah. And this is entertainment. This is for if I have any girl brunch dates or any date nights with the hubby, anything, a show that I want to go see, it goes into the entertainment bucket. Okay. So for this weekly cash, we have $100 right here. I actually have 120, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, but $20 of that is going into my 100 envelope challenge, and I'll show you that in a bit. So I'm not going to put anything in miscellaneous. I'm not going to put anything in groceries. I am going to give my kids $20, okay, for the week. And that is for their snacks or their ice creams and stuff like that. And then I'm also going to refund Bentley. I'm going to give Bentley $20. Okay. And then now food, because I have groceries. I just went to the grocery store, so your girl will be eating at home. Okay. So we're not going to do that this week. For my personal, I am going to set aside $20 because I just never know. Right now, I don't need anything, but there may be something small that I may need for the week. So I'm going to put that in personal. I am also going to fund the transportation. Okay. And then we have household. I'm going to fund the household. So as you can see, I don't necessarily have to take the whole $100 and just put it into like savings. I separate it and divide it between things that I will need for the week, and this just keeps me on track and on budget. So this is my weekly cash. Because I work from home, I don't have to have a lot of money, as I stated. So those are the categories that I am funding this week. So now what I am going to do is use my worksheet to track everything. Remember, track every single dollar to really get an understanding of where the money is going. So I'm just going to put my category, which is kids. Okay. I started with $20. I was about to put zero, but we're going to start with $20. And then Bentley also received some funds. So we're going to put his $20 here. And remember, Bentley is the pet. He's the little family dog. I did not do eating out. And then we're going to do my personal. Okay, so we started with $20. We're going to do transportation. And I started with $20. And then lastly, I did household. And I did $20. Okay. So that is my weekly cash amount for the categories that I choose to save for. Everything is in my wallet, and I just love this wallet. It's very good quality, and I could just throw it into my purses, my fanny packs, and my cards are in here, my ID. So I absolutely love this, and I got it off Amazon as well. No, I got this off the TikTok shop, but Amazon was on the TikTok shop. Yeah, it was kind of crazy, but I did get fast delivery on that. Okay. So this is the weekly cash amount on how I'm able to make sure that I still have cash for the week and that I'm staying under budget, okay? Because I really do not like to use my debit cards too much. I am a person that loves to use cash because cash keeps me in control. So find out what works for you and use that method, okay? Even if you feel like you are good at using your card, you're disciplined enough, you can still do this and you can leave the money on your card. Just know the categories that you have set aside for. I know that some bank accounts even allow you to have different buckets on your online apps, so I think that is very cool too. So we're going to do next, what we're going to do is the save what you can savings challenge. And what this is that you literally just save what you can. I like to start saving small, especially if you have more expenses and bills than you have income and you feel like you just don't know where to start. I like to start saving small to equal up to a big number and to give myself grace. And also, this is a great way to develop a new habit, okay? To challenge yourself to just start saving what you can. So I'm actually going to come in, I'm going to use my blue marker. So my main goal, I'm going to say I want to save about $350. Okay. So we're actually starting this on the 11th. Okay. And this is October. And I did not put an end date. You know what? Matter of fact, let's put December. Let's see how much we can save. Okay. So every time that I'm going to put some money to the side, I'm going to color in the box of how much I put in. So this is what I'm using this leftover cash for. Let's see how much leftover cash I got this out of my wallet from my other change from my spending this weekend. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 lucky whooping dollars, and this money is about to get saved. Okay, so I have $9, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come in here and I'm just going to like lightly mark it, not really color it. I'm just going to do the edges of it because I may save $9 again, and I'll do it a different color. Now I'll show you how I'm going to do this as well. If you are ready to save some money and not sure where to start, then this is a great way to start, and the worksheets will be available for you to go ahead and download as well so you can print them off. I will put it in the description, so make sure that you go ahead and check it out if you are ready to start your savings journey today. Okay, just saving what you can. This is great for people who are experiencing having low income right now and just want to just start saving something. So save what you can and do that. So this is the $9 that I am saving, and I'm going to actually put this in one of my binders, okay? I'm actually going to use my long-term binder. This is my long-term binder where I want to start saving for things. And I'm doing this savings challenge so that I can pay down some of my debt. I have some City of Chicago tickets that are really getting on my nerves, and I am ready to just pay them off. So I'm going to use this savings challenge to pay off that debt. So the $9 is going in here. This is how you pay down debt. Like, I absolutely love it. Using a savings challenge to pay down debt is so in. Okay. So this is the long-term savings binder. I do have other binders that I use as well. And I have things like for my sinking funds, which would be funds that are allocated for future expense, like your birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, things of that nature that you know you want to celebrate. So I have a sinking funds, I have a bill fund, and then I also have a long-term binder fund as well. And I'll continue to show you all of those things as we continue to build our community, and I'll take you along my budgeting journey as well. So that worksheet is filled out. I'm so happy. Like, I started it. I want you to start it too. So yes, let's see how much we can save by December of 2024 and allocate it to those City of Chicago parking tickets. So we have that. I am done with my budget planner at this time. So we're going to go ahead and close this, and we're going to put this $20 up. I am doing 100 envelope challenge. I'm doing it a little differently than what everybody else is doing. So usually I see people doing 100 envelope challenge, and they're just putting the number amount of money that is on the envelope. So for example, if you have one on here, you're going to put $1 and so forth. So for me, I decided that I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just take the 100 envelopes, and I wanted to set myself a goal amount, which I put down. I wanted to save $2,000 to help me get 1 month ahead on my rent for the next year. So that would be $2,000, and I divided $2,000 by 100, and it gives me $20. And I'm going to allocate $20 to 100 envelopes. Now, why am I doing it this way? Remember, I said that I like saving small, especially with so much going on in the world, and I have to be very mindful about my expenses, and I've been on this budgeting journey for a while. So I know if I start saving too big that something may backfire, and I want to stay as consistent as possible. And don't be afraid to save small, because this is what's going to develop a new habit and keep you consistent at that. So do it the way that you please, but this is the way that I am doing it. So I'm actually going to get some glue, because I'm going to glue these envelopes together. The number one already has $20 in it, and I'm going to go ahead and put $20 in this number two, and I'm actually going to go ahead and glue them together, because it's just going to make it harder for me to get it, and it's going to just remind me that no, you are saving for something, so let's not touch this money. But I'm actually pretty good with my discipline now, so I am able to keep this money. And plus, I told you, girl, I'm a cash girl, so it's easier for me to hold on to cash than it is with the card. Like with the card, I'd be swiping. So let's go ahead and get this glue stick, and I am going to glue these envelopes together. As you can see, the $20 is already here. And as I continue to have leftover money or extra money and make money off my side hustle, I will be also filling in these envelopes, okay? So not just when I get paid, but also when I make extra money, because I know that I make extra money. I know that money is coming to me abundantly. So that's how the savings challenges also get completed, with the extra money. All right, so we are locking these in. Glue them together, and I'm going to actually put them in my little bucket. See, you don't have to have all the fancy planners and the savings challenges book. Just get creative and start using what you can. Especially if you are a new budgeter and you are already lost and confused, Like, don't spend your money just on fancy planners and stuff like that. Get you a notebook, print out some worksheets, keep it in a binder, go to the dollar store and just, get creative with your budgeting plan, okay? Because the last thing you want to do is fall in love with the designs and looks of things, and you're buying expensive things like the budget planners, the binders and stuff like that. Like, that stuff adds up, and a lot of them are kind of pricey. Like, I'm not against buying the fancy planners, but the goal is to actually start the budgeting journey and stick to the budgeting journey and not fall in love with all of the fancy smashy stuff. So use what you have available to you and get creative. So we're going to set this to the side. Here are the other envelopes, and it's actually going to go in my bucket. So that is how I track my expenses. This is how I'm able to review my budget plan to make sure that I am staying under budget and that I am saving for things that I want in the future and things that I want to do. This is a part of my budgeting routine. So I hope this helps you find out where is all your money. Like, go back and utilize the spending tracker. Write down all of the money that you have spent already for October, tally it up, and then you're going to say, am I overspending or am I just fine where I am? To get a full picture of that, that is why I like to track my expenses and write them down so I can visually see them. Now, until I drop the next video, I want you to have fun with your budgeting, and I want you to try your best to just budget better, okay? All right, y'all, I'm signing out. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you are ready to embrace your budgeting journey because you are sick of living paycheck to paycheck and you have no control over your funds. Like this video and don't forget to share it out with another social media mommy, a friend, a family member who can also use these budgeting tips and resources. And as always, girl, just come on and budget better.